Apple's WWDC keynote is over, but the annual developers conference is still in progress, and we're hoping that maybe, possibly, hopefully, more new news will seep out, including a possible surprise on Wednesday. But it's only Tuesday, June 5th, so for today, we'll have to keep hoping. Meanwhile, we've been assessing and analyzing the announcements so far, from the new features in iOS 12 to macOS Mojave and ARKit to the lack of announcements around any new hardware, and conspicuously, the near silence on news related to Apple's smart home stuff, the one sector in tech where all the action seems to be these days. DT Home editor Kim Wetzel waited patiently for Tim Cook and company to say that the HomePod and Siri were going to get a big boost, but there was almost nothing except for the new macOS Home app. What's going on? Kim says Apple's penchant for keeping everything inside Cupertino's infamous walled garden might be one reason for the radio silence, and she has some ideas about what Apple needs to do to close the gap on Alexa and Google Assistant. We've also got a full roundup of what was announced and not announced at WWDC, so get the lowdown at the link. Qualcomm has recently been branching out from mobile chips for cell phones to chips that also work in low-powered laptops, the Snapdragon 845 for example. Now the company is pushing harder into the laptop space with a new CPU, the Snapdragon 850, a chip that is designed specifically for laptops and only laptops. Qualcomm says that because the 850 isn't for phones and therefore has more real estate on a laptop motherboard, it's easier to cool, so they bumped up the performance by about 30% over the 845. Nice. They say it'll be better able to deal with 4K video and other heavy lifting, all while cutting power use by 20% over the 845. Looks like Moore's Law isn't dead after all. You can expect laptops with Snapdragon 850s inside to start appearing this fall. Here's an idea whose time may have come. Why don't laptop makers make the touchpad a touch screen? Looks like ASUS is giving it a go with the new ZenBook Pro 15, which will feature a 5.5-inch touchpad touchscreen with HD resolution. So what can you do with it? Watch YouTube and procrastinate at work even more than usual? Well, of course, but the real special sauce could be tweaking the touchpad with app-specific shortcuts, something you can never have enough of in, say, Photoshop or web building apps. Sure, Apple sort of did this with the Touch Bar, but more than one person around here looked at the giant touchpad on the MacBook Pro and asked, why not there? Why not indeed? In fact, we encourage laptop makers to use the entire wrist rest area for second, third, and fourth screens so we can shortcut, alias, and app tap our way through the day. Johnny Ive and the rest of you laptop designers out there, get on it. Okay. That's our rant for the day. Check out all of DT's WWDC coverage at the links below. Peruse our social media goodness, and we'll be right back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.